Back to the channel. So I think I did a video the other day on Winsome, but here's another video since they went up 56% today and then went into a trading halt, pending more information. So what is that information? Most likely the drilling on this. They've hit something big, because this announcement here, 160 meters of pegmatite collectively intercepted in drilling. So maybe this has gone to the lab, and who knows, they could just have some crazy grade, or just like some 2% grade, which is pretty high grade anyway. So inside trading, bit of hype, not really sure. Though for 100 million, there's still room for growth. Take in mind that if you're doing, well, here's Sayona, who, if you come back to here, is around here. They got 20 million tons there. Heaps here. So if you're doing 200 million tons a year, you're making $400 million. Of course, you have to do the capex. There's a few hundred million capex as well. But this could easily go to $1 billion, given that they keep drilling it out. Like around the world, this company is ahead of most other developers. They've done a few drilling seasons. So it's not hard to say that logically we're going to lithium-ion batteries, and logically this hard rock mine will be a choice given the amount. We need like 2 million tons of lithium hydroxide, whatever you want to call it, and to make 1 ton of lithium hydroxide you need like 7 tons of the spodumene. So they can do 200 million tons a year. Well, that's what the world needs. The world needs them to do that much to make electric vehicles happen. So this could, yeah, become a $1 billion stock. Who knows, could go down from here. They could bring out the announcement, goes even further up, but 100 million is still quite low. Like WR1's probably just a bit further ahead, and they're a $400 million company. Take in mind they've also got hydroelectricity here near America. Yeah, so I do like this company. So pause in trading halt request, presentation, update drilling, significant pegmatite intercept. So basically, to dumb it down, they've been drilling. It looks like the lithium was going to be there. They've been drilling it and finding it, and so they're going to drill it out more, do a plan of how they're going to get it out of the ground, raise the 200 million, and then start selling it to automakers and ask people, instead of spending that money on petrol, we'll just buy that one-off lithium car, give them money for the lithium, and then we'll be charging it from the sun. So who needs free petrol? Because basically in 10 years we're going to have free petrol when you're just charging your car from the sun. Everyone's going, it just makes sense. Like, petrol, who's going to pay for petrol? Like, I don't want to argue this, like, $200 a week in petrol, or just charge your car free off the sun. There's going to be more innovation, like more solar panels in your car, more charging things around. So it's just going to be super cheap to... We're just getting better at living, and lithium-ion is taking us that direction. So that's Winsome Resources. Just an update. Would I buy them now? Well, I'm not rushing out to buy them, because that's quite a big peak. Can they go high? Yes, definitely. Could become a $1 billion company. Would I risk the whole house in it? No. But yeah, I definitely see this going even higher. Perhaps not straight away. So that's lithium, which we all know lithium costs about $70,000 a ton, or around that price. For your car, it's about $7,000 a ton. But then we have graphite, which for your car, graphite is $1,000 a ton. So I believe there's room to grow in graphite. And my top graphite pick would be this company here. Take in mind, I like to buy small companies that can grow into large ones. So this company, basically, Renascore, 400 million. They're a bit further along, done more drilling, got the government grant for $200 million. ITM, they've got a small project that's drilled out, and then they've got 2 large projects. I mean, 2 large ore bodies. I'll see if I can bring it up for you. That they've drilled a few times. They've said, well, we think this much is here, and most likely they're going to drill it and find quite a bit of graphite. Here it is, Sugarloaf here. So that's going to be probably the size of Renascore's thing. So I do see this company going quite well. I just got a good feeling about it. Everything's lined. Probably a good time to buy around its lows. Well, it's not as low as you can get it, but pretty low. Could go lower. Who knows? Like 2 months now, people might freak out and sell, and you get this for less. And we do probably have to wait till 2025 for a graphite shortfall. Could happen sooner. Not really sure. Though I do see this company going very well in the future. That's my opinion. There's also, well, this, I'll take it back, this company. I did a video on this company, but where they are, the projects here. 1 second. Sorry for this unedited video. So this project is quite small. It's like, it'd do a 10-year mine life, but the thing they're about to drill out will give them a 50-year mine life. So around this area, render score is down this way a bit, but pretty, like, you got people, you got roads around. It's not going to be a big capex. Like, render score has a low capex because there's just people around there. People don't have to travel so far, leave their families, rail going through there. So this is the Campuna, and up this way is that Sugarloaf one, which is a lot bigger. So it seems logically, unless something comes out of nowhere, looks like we're going to be using graphite in the battery anodes. And yes, this is a company that I would say would be a good one to take into production. So I give it a 70% chance to get in production, most likely, especially when they do more drilling. It's not going to be overnight, they're going to have to drill it. But I'm very hopeful on this project. I have not bought in yet. Then if we can go to SGA, these guys got a huge project in, that's not the correct capex. Would be good to get, I'd be buying straight away at this capex. I was hoping they'd go down, but they're about $30 million with 10 million cash, and they got a huge resource in Kazakhstan. So obviously you might want this one in Australia, close to everything. Although these guys are closer to China and Europe, which is probably where most of the anode will be heading, unless they open some factories in Australia. So these guys have huge grade. Like this project these guys will have near the Campuna one will be about 10% grade. These guys have about a 30% grade and a huge mine life as well. So they got a lot of it, and it's high grade. Kazakhstan, the labor is cheap over there, so could have a low capex as well. Although it is near Russia, so who knows, might get invaded. I spoke with this guy on the phone, I believe. This guy pretty much owned it, then he put it up for sale on IPO, so he owns 40%. 40 years experience, valuation. So yeah, pretty much you get it out of the ground, send it to China, where most of the electric vehicles are getting made, or to Europe, which is another big place. They do have other stuff around here, rail, etc. So it's not, there is stuff there, rail, high voltage power lines. So if you've got power, that's a big plus. You get the point. So big thing of graphite. Everyone has a lot of graphite, but you want it placed in a good location with high grade. You just need to be a bit better than everyone else for the world to choose your graphite. And what I mean by choose your graphite is like, well, why would we get that graphite from there? It's further away, lower grade, we're going to have to do more work. We'll pick this one because it's a lot better. And this comes down to one of those ones you'd pick. SGA and the ASX. I'm not sure about Kazakhstan. But yeah, you get the point. So that's it for this video. Happy investing. Remember, I like something that's going to get into production below $50 million. Probably already drilled on the way in the battery mill space.